yes, hello to yet another session of patterning for Clair Obscur. Hello, is anybody in the house? Oh, why is my chat not here? I have to go get my chat. There you go. Alright, good morning, people. So, Maelle today. Maelle, which is not a complex pattern to make per se. And by the way, if ever you guys notice the sound, thank you, the beautiful tiara, yes. I'm actually testing it out to see if like the movement is good, you know, and it doesn't fall off. Can't do that. I'm gonna have to probably put a ribbon on it. Yeah, so Maelle, what was I saying? Maelle, she is, all her pieces are quite simple, but she has a lot of pieces, and some of the closure systems don't make sense. So what I did for this one is pretty cool. Since I finished Verso, I finished Ciel, and I also finished Alicia, I have some pretty good bases already. So the cape is done. That was from before, the capelet. Ciel's jacket has the same exact sleeve that I'll be using for Maelle. And Ciel's jacket fit is very similar, although it's not the same shape. So I'm using that as a base. The pants are super different. Maelle is the only one who has tight fitted pants. So that I'll be changing up. And then there's a little skirt thing going on. Oh, thank you. So yeah, let's get to it. While you guys were not here, I cleaned up my pattern bases and I got a lot. So what you don't see, because this is hidden actually. And if I want to show 3D pattern, here you go. So I haven't patterned anything in the sense where I haven't given them the the style lines or the exact shapes. So that I'll be showing you, but I did make my pieces fit Julie, who will be our Maelle. So this is Julie's avatar. She has a tidy waist, and she's not too big at the chest area. She's got a little bit of wider hips, so I had to adjust the pattern to her shape before starting, so that we had a good base. I think I'll start with the pants, just for funsies, because I think they'll be the simplest of them all. Oh yeah, if ever you guys notice anything about the sound, because I put a foam piece underneath my mic, because apparently when I use my keyboard, it does a really weird sound, so just tell me if it's there. I might have to change mics eventually. So yes, that's what I was saying. Thank you. Okay. Lower the volume of my cell phone. There you go. Alright, let's start with the pants. So because I want to start with the pants, I will hide pretty much everything else. I don't want to see anything. And I do want to see her beautiful legs. There you go. So I know exactly how much to take off. So I know that at the hip area, it's actually really good. I don't need to take out anything. But then I do want it to start tapering, like right there. So I have to take out a lot. And this is the side seam. So if you look at the 2D pattern, this is my back, this is my front. The back has 2 darts, the front has 1 dart. So let's start with the knee area right here. And let's take out maybe 4 cm right here. And 4 cm on the side right here. It looks a little silly right now, but it's just because I need to take out a lot. The fabric that I got for Maelle is quite stretchy. So let's make it look a little less silly, okay? Let's do 4 here as well. And then let's do 4 here as well. It seems like a lot, but I do want to take out a lot. See, it wasn't even that much. But you can see the knee is a bit, I want my knee to be there. So this would be where Julie's knee is. My knees are too low. The pants. Here you go. What about now? Okay, so now it looks like this. Where's the knee? It's about there. I could just pull it up just slightly. Right there, and then from here to here, it's 29.76. Alright. So now her knee is in the right spot. I have my, yeah, my point right there. Okay, so on the side, you see it's gonna create this huge bulge, of course. So I kind of want to average it out between the side seam, the inseam and the side seam. So let's bring this to the same level. This to the same level for now. And then go by 2 cm and by 2 cm. And then I want her hip to be just ever so slightly less hippie. Yeah, how about you don't? We don't do that, you know? Usually just a character, but still, it's the implications. I don't like that. Okay. So what does it look like now? Alright, so I can't take any more at the inseam. If I take any more at the inseam, it'll look very strange. And I'll pull in directions that I don't want it to pull. So I'm going to leave the inseam alone. But here I have to bring it in a little bit more. She's got them tights. 1 and 1. Okay. Yeah, I could take away. I need to take away some here. Maybe make a. Okay, let me pull it up a little bit. Because technically, it's supposed to be high like this. She's got it to her belly button. Yeah, that's definitely her belly button. So, about make it just a tad lower. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust the hips. At the knee, yeah, that's good. There's way too much here. And we can't forget there's stretch, so. What about this? It's a little better. I do want to take away though. The inseam I took away enough. The back is just like, it's because Julie has good hips, so here it's fine, and here I need to reshape so I can take away this. Just because it's a bit stretchy, I'm gonna 5. So yeah, tomorrow is actually going to be really interesting. Tomorrow we will be working on the blanket hoodies pretty much all day from 8 a.m. until potentially 7 p.m. So we're gonna be my little assistant, my little brother, myself, Julie, and my friend. Yes, having the model is a game changer. Let's say this, patterning a pants like this, I would manually on my base change whatever I thought I needed to change, and then I would make a mock-up. And with that mock-up, that's where I would make the major changes. So when I would make a costume for someone, I would always tell them, like, please do not look at what it looks like right now, because it's the first mock-up. I need to make all the biggest alterations on here. So then with that, I would make the biggest alterations on my plan, because there was a plan, and then you get your patterns out of your plan. It's quite a complex thing. And then you modify it, and then you get your patterns out again by paper, so it's a very long process by paper. This saves so much time. So much time. What I might end up doing is doing it just like that, just altering most of it, and then kind of wait until Julie's here and modify it to her body type exactly. So yeah, it's quite something. It's quite interesting, the whole process of like manually doing it. What the fridge is going on? So yeah, I don't want high. I wonder why my pants was so high. So you want 42.9. Wait. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to be working on the blanket hoodies, which is amazing because we just want to get them out to people who have ordered them. And it's great. Like, they're going to be good. And we're very happy with what we're doing. But we gotta get her done. We gotta get her done for reals. Okay. So here's my calf. That's the biggest area of the calf. I want to add a point here, because I don't want to take it away like this, not like a legging. I want to kind of shape the calf. Yes, the blanket hoodies. The amazing blanket hoodies. Okay, so I'm gonna start with maybe, so at the knees on the inseam, funny enough, I can actually take out another 1 centimeter and probably another 1 centimeter. What does it give me? Okay, I think this is good. It's quite tight. But then you see here, there's kind of like a shape. Quoique, Maëlle, it's not that tight around her knees. You can see it riding up. So it's really tight around her thigh. But then it seems to me like it's straightening up. So I won't need to make a very silly shape after all. I'm actually gonna round this. Just a tad, like this. Oh, so whomever's here, it's like patterning. It feels to me like a lot of people don't like it. For me, it's my favorite part. It's just like building a Sims. Like building my little Sims. I am building the shape for her pants, you know. Hello, Julie, this is you. Everyone, this is Julie, the avatar that I'm working on. She's a real person. She's not a fake person. She's real and she's here. So Julie, so Julie I will have to make a mock-up like we usually do, because we always got to make mock-ups. I won't make it skin tight at the bottom, actually. Oh, unless, yes, I have to, eh? Her boots. Okay, so question for you design-wise, Julie. Do you want me to cut it off at the calf and to make you a cuff? So do you want me to make a very tight cuff here so that you can wear your boots like hyper tight? That's a question. Because if we have a cuff, that's a... Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. That's my answer. So let's cut it off right here. Well, it's just because you're going to be wearing... You know, the fabric is stretchy, but it's not that stretchy. You know? Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So let's cut it here. Okay. Let's cut it off. And then let's make a cuff. Right there and right there. Let's just make sure that here there's 15.22 and here there's 15.95. I need 15. Let's do 15.50 and 15.50. Boots are tight. Yes, they are. They're very tight. Okay. There you go. And 15.50 for the other one as well. I think they go above her knee, so having it like below her knee will be good. We said 15.50. Change length. 15.50. Yeah, shoot. What's your idea? Oh, the front should not be longer than the back. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay, I might have to... So the crotch is gonna be... Does it look like... Ah, that's much better. But I'm gonna have to lower this. Yeah, because that says way too high. Other than that, it looked great. Ooh, look at that bum. But yes, it's way too high. Okay. What does that mean? I do understand what you mean, though. Okay. Wasn't that cool? I don't know if you noticed what I just did there. Oh, that's quite a good idea. Yeah. It's just right now the blanket hoodies are probably the last thing on our mind, honestly. It's we have so many projects that I don't even know if we have time unless we get, you know, someone else to work on them. But I kind of want to design. The fun part for... Yeah, that was insane. The fun part for me is the design, then seeing it all come together, and then making the first one, and then that's fun. It's making everything. That's not that fun. Okay, so it's still good in the back. In the front, it's alright. It's alright. Let me just change my lines for my dots. Yo, what the fridge? What happened to this start? Okay, let's move it just a tad. Okay, like this. Perfect. Let's do it like this. Okay, that's still nice. That's still very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a very good idea. I like it. Okay, so now we have the shape. Blah, blah, blah. Let's cut it off. Let me just, like, bring this up, I suppose, a little bit. Okay, like this. This is good. This is good. But then, like this, I want to bring this up just ever so slightly. 0.5. Let's see what happens. That's gonna ride right up Julie's butt. Look at it, where the line actually goes. For sure gonna ride up her butt. So let's not do that. Okay. Okay, this is a little more comfortable. Okay, let's like not touch it. But I'm almost done the pants, you know? That was very quick. It was great. So, 28.9 and 28.13. Perfect. Just slightly bigger. It's fine. Why are you there? And why are you acting like this? Okay, this is good. This is good. 14.85. Oh, 15 point something. 15.16. 14.85. Okay, let's cut it off. Cut. Perfect. There you go. There you go. So right now, this is kind of what it looks like. It's nice capris. Use it. Definitely could use it as a pattern for capris. Like this, but then we don't want any sharp curves, so let's just fix that. And fix that. Should have checked how much I was doing it. So 5, and then let's say 5. Okay. I've got a lot of cuff patterns, so I'm gonna use it for this. But that's pretty much the pants. They're done. I'll check on Julie if she needs more adjustments, but you know, that seems like it's good for now. So done with the pants, because I have to make the mock-up here. The waistband, it's very thin. It's gonna have 2 buttons, and I'm probably hidden buttons here for the opening. What should I design next? The skirt? The overskirt? I think that could be a next pretty good choice. Okay, so now that we're done the pants, let's do the skirt. So I have my skirt base right here. That I will set here. Alright, and then do 2D arrangement. Okay, so my front should be this one. And my back should be this one. You come so. Here we go. So this part is a little more interesting. I know that it flares out except for the little bit. Timmy's at the window. Yeah, It feels like it's actually pirates. My little brother said, he's like, it looks like pirates. I'm like, yes, you're right. They're like pirates, military pirates. Okay, so let's just move these out of the way so I have full control. A little bit like this. Perfect. Alright, so now I have my skirts, and I want to put them at the same height as my pants, but obviously I took off of the pants, so I'm going to do the same for the skirt. I think what I'm going to do is to $19.99, so change. So what I'll do, because one side does not have a flare, but then the other side has a flare, but then they fit around the waist around about the same. So we're gonna do that flare right now, or that little evase thing. So let's just move this by 10 cm. 10's a lot, but one of the sides is about this. Let's do 8. Okay, so by 8, and then by 8. Okay. And see, like, she doesn't have any seams. She doesn't have any darts, which doesn't make sense in terms of how it falls unless I make invisible darts, so it's like kind of rounded and then it hugs her shape. We'll see. All I want to do right now is sew them together. Here you go. And then what I will do is make one piece for the front. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to symmetric pattern with sewing, and then symmetric pattern with sewing. Sew them together like this, and then technically if I do this, voila. So we have her skirt. This kind of falls nicely. Okay, if it falls nicely like that, I won't do any adjustments because it's already curved, right? You see the dart is kind of lower, so I might be able to manipulate it a little more. So let's strengthen this so that it pops out. So what's really cool about this is that this is my last character to pattern. Everybody else has been patterned, mock-ups, corrected. Whoa, dude, you're not supposed to slide like that. Well, it's because I adjusted her waist, right? I took out 6 centimeters? 4 centimeters. Let me do it from here. 1. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm done Verso, I'm done Alicia, I'm done Ciel, and now I just have Maelle, and I've actually started today Ciel's first piece. There you go. That's her tank top. It's not sewn yet. It's not done, but it's very pretty. It has a lining, and there's a little gray part over here. So yeah, of course it's not like there's gonna be a zipper in there, so Valky has an easy time putting it on. Okay. So what is the total width? 38.6 times 2 would be 76, and her waist is 75. shouldn't be falling like that. Let me see if I can check. I don't want any stretch. Grain direction, pattern matching, no. Shrinkage, no. Pressure. Current resolution, duration. Technically, there's not even supposed to be any fabric. Intensity, particle distance. So what I'm trying to do right now is like cut out all stretchiness to it. Okay, let me Google that real quick. How to cut all stretchiness in fabric for 3D. Just the fabric's physical properties, specifically the stretch, weft, warp, and shear intensities to reduce elasticity. Adjusting fabric stress. In the object browser, navigate to the fabric's physical properties. Okay, property editor. Okay. Reflection, physical property. Okay, so preset. Okay. Adjusting. It's supposed to be in physical property. Fabric preset. How about we use tweed, just for the fun of it? It still slides. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to keep it here. And then I want to lower it in the back and lower it in the front. Wow, that was not smart. Whoa. Why is it like this? When did that happen? Oh, when did that happen? So very strange. I'm trying to think, like, what? How did I not notice this? That was weird. Okay, whatever. I don't like this. I didn't want to unfold. Okay. I had moved the darts as well. So that's 76. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna change this. Okay. That's good. So, oh, is that not sewn? There you go. Then, okay. once that's gonna be built for the base, I'll be able to modify it real quick. Then it's, once the base is built, you know, modifications are super easy, super fast. Here you go. That should be good. Okay, so let's look at her design. On which side is there the long flappy thing? So the long flappy thing is on the left side, and the short one is on the right side. So there's kind of a big, oh, it starts at the princess seams. Okay, so I see there's already an angle that I can give. So the princess seam is right there. Okay, so let's go in translucent so we can see the pants too. Okay, so let's say the front stops mid-crotch. Mid-crotch, so that's about at the dart. So if I decide to make a style line right here, start at the dart, actually that's gonna be too short, is it? No, because I want to reduce this. Okay, let me move. -4. Okay. And then this. Why does it do that to the darts? It's so weird. It's actually a really cool function, but yeah, it's very strange. Okay, so here, delete. I want this -4 as well. And these are my dark points, so I'm just gonna go ahead and find where they're supposed to go. So, I would say around here. I did -4. 18.96. It doesn't matter. Let's do it like this. I don't need to place the dart, it's gonna be my cut line. Okay, so let's see how it falls right there. I need it to be a tad higher, because I want it to be the same exact height as my pants. So not fun. Okay, so is this about my pants? Yes. So that's about my pants. That's about my pants. Now I have to put it back up a little bit. So strange. There you go. And then a little bit back up at the side seam. Okay, should be good. 20. I feel like honestly that was what it was at the beginning. So how wide is it now? That should be good. I think that's gonna be good. Ça c'est bon. Ça c'est bon. Okay. Alright, so now we got a good base for the skirt. We can start making the style lines. Pin it in place, so pin, pin, pin. Right there. And pin right here. Right there. That should hold in place, being pinned. Why is it turning? No. Okay, so I just want to get the shape. So I want to start it about where the princess seam in the front will start. So let's go take a look here. My princess seam actually starts pretty... Oh, but it's a little wider. I hadn't noticed that. It's because the front is open. Oh, so I'm just gonna have to move it just a tad. Let's move this so we can get correct calculation. Nah, I'm gonna keep it as is. It fit pretty well. This is, let's do like a 2.5 cm opening. So I'm gonna want to move my front right now. So right now I'm working on my shirt fronts just to get the measurements correct so that both match. So let me delete this point, convert to maintain curve, and then I want to move it. I said 2.5, so 1.25. 0.25. 1.1. The fridge. 1. Okay, that's weird. My numbers aren't numbering. 1. What the hell happened to my keyboard? My keyboard doesn't work anymore. -1. Okay. Why? Yo, how do I reset my keyboard again? So right now it's not working. No, it's not stuck. It's like if I'm typing, let me show you. So let's say I want to shift this, and I have my moving, and I 1.25. My numbers aren't numbering 1.25. Right now I just clicked on 1.25. So I did 1. Now it's giving me 0, 0. And then I do point. The point works. If I do 2, it gives me -1. Okay, well, I can't really continue if my keyboard isn't working well. I'll Google shift key. point to no. It's like it's just giving me random numbers. Okay. Let me Google. Keypad numbers are working. The keyboard is spamming around time. Enable mouse keys. I mean, I don't know. I don't use the rest of the keys. Genre le A te donne sur un S. Oh, I would. No, I just typed my keypad number won't work. My keypad won't work. Give me random numbers on Clo. So it's just a number. Maybe if I go back to before I fiddled with this. .25. Nope. It's done. Donezo. Right side keypad. Both. They both act the same way. I don't think it has anything to do with the keypad. I think it has to do with the program. So let me reopen it. Yeah, I think so too. Fix an issue, caused a crash when clicking top stitches. Crash. Yeah, there's an update. At least the updates don't take too long. Yeah, I don't think this live will be very long tonight. I'm gonna finish the skirt and the shirt, but after that I'm gonna call it a night. I think life is trying to tell me, you need a break, you need to spend your evening comfortable. Okay. Initialize. Yes. Update. Yes. Boom! Jeanette! Open project. It's this one. Yeah, ça, small talk. Qu'est-ce que ça mange en hiver, ça? Is it, okay, let me see if it's gonna work, because if it doesn't work, that's a no-go. What was your favorite character, movie, show while growing up? I actually liked The Lion King. Really liked The Lion King. Nala was pretty cool, badass. Depends when I was growing up, of course. Nope, it doesn't work. I think my whole computer needs a restart. But yeah, I'm gonna have to sculpt this tomorrow. No choice. Yeah, Nala was pretty good character. But I think I will see you tomorrow. So that was a dead. It sucks. It happens sometimes, you know. There's some bad days. Some bad days and we just gotta accept them, you know. And then, what are you talking about? The movie, The Lion King. Is there a TV show? Am I crazy? Anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Bye. Hopefully I'll finish this much more efficiently. At least we got the pants done. Okay, perfect. Have a good night. Bye.